boys, and welcome back to another analytics kind of review thing. This time I'm gonna be kind of talking about some stream analytics that I thought was a little interesting, and once again, they don't make it a lot of sense. Um, and I think a lot of these analytics are ending up being skewed because of some of the stuff that's I did in the past, and I'll get to that. But first and foremost, what did I test? So on stream, if you didn't know, I stream Thursday through Mondays over on Twitch. Link is in the description below. I have something in my eyeball. Um, on stream, I tested if playing one game that is popular ends up giving you better analytics than if you play a variety of games, whether they were popular or not. And for this, we tried Valheim. I did 2 straight weeks of Valheim. You guys are kind of seeing them. I'm only through the first stream's worth of Valheim on YouTube, so there's plenty more. I'm gonna start cutting them up a little bit more. They're the beginning part has a lot of excitement, a lot of discovery, and then it starts becoming like you start just farming for resources, and I'll probably cut a lot of that out. Oh god, I got the hiccups. So, what did I discover in regards to analytics? So, once again, my average concurrent viewer count on Twitch is roughly about an 8.3 to an 8.5 viewers. That's throughout an entire stream, whether it's an hour, 3 hours, 10 hours, whatever. When I played Valheim straight through, my average concurrent viewer count ended up being about 10.3. So about 2 CCV higher, 2 concurrent viewer higher. For if you hear me say CCV, that means concurrent viewership. So it was about 2 higher, which was interesting. And then I had a higher amount of bits, subs, and gifted subs as well when I was playing just straight Valheim. So that was another very interesting thing to note as well. And then I also had a lot more chatters, a lot more activity in my chat. But now the thing that doesn't make sense is my follow count went backwards. Everything else was on a nice little rise up, and my follow count was going down. And I think I know why I'm getting that kind of action happening. Well, not only did I fight against bots for a good 2-3 months on Twitch, completely ruining my analytics, I'm finally getting out of that little hole, and I'm starting to get a little bit of discoverability back to my channel. But this time last year, Bless Unleashed had dropped, and I was doing non-stop Bless Unleashed streams with my viewer count, follow count, sub count, everything skyrocketing, higher than I had ever had, even over on Mixer. And a lot of people found me and my channel, and to this day find me and my channel through Bless Unleashed content. To this day, my Bless Unleashed content is among my most viewed content, and very, very few videos of mine end up actually getting to a Bless Unleashed level in regards to views. And I think that's where a large issue with my analytics comes from. That, and I've always been variety. And so you might be asking, like, okay, well, why does that matter? Well, a lot of people find a channel and follow a channel for one specific thing. And analytically, streaming in YouTube has gotten significantly harder as the years have progressed. So, for those of you who kind of pay attention to like analytics and stuff like that, and I'm trying to go slow with this so it's not super confusing to anybody. Um, Up until about 4 or 5 years ago, you had pretty much 10 to 15 viewers per one streamer on average. Now, obviously, that didn't mean that every viewer had, or every streamer always had 10 to 15 viewers. Some had thousands, some had zero. Um, but that's generally about what it was. It was pretty high. And then it has slowly started decreasing to the point where you have one viewer per streamer, average, roughly. And that is a large issue because then you are faced with the problem that people find you for your channel, and while they may like the content that you make, they're there for a specific type of content. So if you don't provide them with that specific type of content, then they find somebody else who does. And so they forget why they followed you in the first place. And then whenever they look back in the future and find, oh, well, hey, I followed this dude like 6 months ago, a year ago. What's he doing now? And it's a completely different type of content and it's not what you were hoping for. Then you just unfollow. Or you go through and be like, oh god, who is this King Bullet guy? I don't even remember seeing him. Just unfollow him real quick. I don't really care. And so that's why you always see streamers say, you get some, you lose some. You're always trying to get more than you lose. And I strongly think that analytically, doing these things helps. If you have about a mid-range, anywhere from 5 to 10 CCV, doing something along the lines of playing the popular stuff helps. Because the analytics generally went upwards. Now, if you switch off of something, so say you play Valheim for the first 6 months of your content creation career, and that's all people want to see from you is Valheim. As soon as you switch away from Valheim, those people will stop watching as much, and you'll start seeing more unfollows starting to occur. With being variety, I have a lot of people who find me from a lot of different games, and whenever they see that I don't always play those games or I don't play those types of games, they start to unfollow me because I'm not producing the content that they were looking for. And it's a very vicious circle. And combated with the fact that my channel is undiscoverable, or mostly undiscoverable right now, I'm getting the unfollows versus getting the discoverability to gain the follows. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And I'm not saying this as like, oh, poor me. I'm saying this as to why I think doing a game like Valheim or a popular game for a long period of time will help if you want to start trying to grow your channel, and why the analytics on my end may not 100% back that. So if you're looking to go into content creation, or if you are in content creation and you want to start trying to do something, I still don't suggest starting out with the big games. If you would go to Valheim and you average one viewer, you're not going to have a lot of discoverability, so you're not going to see a lot of growth. There's going to be thousands of people streaming the game, and so you're not going to have a lot of people finding your channel through those thousands because you're at one. So For startup, I would still say find those categories that are roughly about like 500 to 2,000 viewers and only about, I'd say 100, 200 streamers in them. I don't know if it's still like that, but Overwatch used to be really good for starting up a stream and getting some people. Just some games that are semi popular, but you don't see in the big spotlight. Um, those will really help. And then once you start averaging a little bit higher, you go and change to something a little bit popular and stream that straight through. Either that or make a lot of good marketing connections and market yourself to the right people. But, you know, for me, I suck at marketing, so I'm trying to eliminate the marketing aspect for you guys. So that's my analytics overview for right now. I've also started trying to put in a like, subscribe, and ring the bell thing for in videos. Um, I'm gonna see if that has any effect. I have a feeling it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to start seeing any sort of effect on that. So I'll keep you guys posted based on what I find with that. But for right now, that be all. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Go out, make somebody's day today. Somebody needs it, even if you don't think they do. And yeah, I will see all of you guys next time.